Last night, the Dallas Mavericks came away with a really crucial win. Now, not in terms of this being a must-win game, but the reason I view this as a very important game was because there was no Luka, and I'm always so curious in terms of how teams will play when they don't have their best player. How do their depth pieces add productivity when they're missing their MVP, as you could say, right? Now, we saw good things from pretty much everybody. Kyrie even had an off game, which is even more important because Quentin Grimes, Spencer Dinwiddie, Klay Thompson, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, PJ, well, everybody stepped up, and we wanted to break down some film on this game and show you exactly how they were able to do it. Now, in this first play, we're going to see a screen, and then Dinwiddie's going to, instead of using it, he's going to drive baseline. He got the guy to overcommit to getting over the screen, and now we get a little bit of rotation from this defense. And this is when teams are their scariest, when they get the defense in rotation. So once we see that Mo Bamba fully commits, and then you have this defender in jail trying to get back around in front of Dinwiddie, we're going to get rotation from Kevin Porter, who's now going to guard the lob threat or the rolling big man in Derek Lively. And as PJ Washington rolls out, Quinn Grimes rolls out, and Klay Thompson stays in the corner. All the pressure now turns on to Amir Coffey. Now watch what Spencer Dinwiddie has done. This is amazing. He's going to drive. He's going to look over at Quentin Grimes, which gets Amir Coffey to slightly undercommit to Klay Thompson, and then Klay's able to catch the ball here and just go up with it. He doesn't got to bring it to his hip and go up, right? This man is unbelievably good from beyond the arc, and in this game, he was 4 of 6, dropped 16 points, and it just seemed like they were playing really good basketball, which goes to show the team chemistry is there for the Dallas Mavericks. And again, I'll say it, this was a big win. The depth is going to matter so much in the playoffs, and in this video, we're going to break down a ton of film. If you want more Dallas Mavericks videos like this one, all you got to do is hit that like button, join the family. And with that being said, let's get into more film. All right, here's one of my favorite plays of the game, just because they run this so much with Luka, and you can tell they have so many other guys who can do the same things, right? And get the same matchups, create the same separation as Luka. The offense just works when you have two really good big men in terms of Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. So what we're going to do here, high pick and roll. Once we get this screen to initiate and Dinwiddie comes off, one, you're going to create a little bit of rotation here from the big man trying to guard that drive. But two, and more importantly, you initiate the James Harden, the defender, getting put into jail. Now what that means is when they're kind of just stuck behind the ball handler, they can't do anything, right? So as Dinwiddie is driving into the lane, you'll notice James Harden is never able to re-establish the defense from in front. And it puts Zubac in a really tough spot. So as Dinwiddie drives in, he's going to get him to overcommit just slightly. But since we have this late rolling big from the screen and Derek Lively, Zubac's got to make a decision. Do I bite up fully, or do I drop back into the zone, this drop zone, where I go back and cover the rolling big? He decides, okay, let me go back to guarding the big man, and then it allows Spencer Dinwiddie to get a wide open layup. And again, it's all initiated by putting the main defender in jail for the entirety of this play. Dinwiddie does a great job maintaining and establishing that from the jump and not allowing them to fix it. Now here's another big play that I liked, where again, in transition, fast break, we see Zubac towards the right side of the screen here. He's going to have to pick up PJ Washington, and this is what I'm talking about. When you're able to get out in transition, you're able to get these mismatches, these opportunities to score the ball. So instead of them having a big on Derek Lively, he's going to get an open lane to the basket, which is telling Kyrie Irving, hey, if you shoot this ball, we'll be in really good position to get this rebound, right? So we're just going to pull up. We have the positioning here on Derek Lively. Zubac trying to get back in the paint, but Derek Lively has already established that ground in the paint. He understands the court mapping ability, knowing where your teammates are going to be, always having two guys in the corner, man. If you watch this Mavericks team a ton, whenever they set up in their full sets, you're always going to have two guys in the corner, especially when Luka's in the game, because all the strong and weak side rotation you'll get. Right here, Derek Lively understands the offense, knows where his guy is, and Klay Thompson gets another open three. Guys, before we get any further into the video, I want to break down a little bit of the fourth quarter because they absolutely shut it down in the fourth. do me a big favor, hit that like button if you want more Dallas Maverick videos, but subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we're going to be covering the Dallas Mavericks throughout the entirety of the season, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game. We got you guys covered, so make sure you join the family. And honestly, comment down below, who have you been impressed with the most on this Dallas Mavericks team, whether it be Klay Thompson or whoever. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get right back into it. Now, one of the toughest things to do to stop from the Dallas Mavericks is their fast break. And one of the major reasons is because these guys hustle, man. Daniel Gafford, Quentin Grimes, Maxi Kleber, Kyrie, all these guys really want to push in transition, and they do it so well. Look at Daniel Gafford. The fact that he's fighting up the floor puts them in a really bad situation because now they have no big man, right? So we're going to get a clear mismatch from the jump of this play, and it's going to force a lot of this defense to kind of collapse down into the paint originally, right? Because we do not like this matchup if you're a Clippers fan, right? Or if you're a Clippers player, we cannot allow Daniel Gafford to just get an easy dunk. Now their big man, he's out at the perimeter. He's guarding someone that he probably shouldn't be guarding. As we fill the lane, we're going to get a wide open Quentin Grimes, who is now able to get these guys to overcommit to the three. He drives in. There's no big in the paint, so Grimes is able to finish an easy layup underneath the basket. Again, when the Dallas Mavericks are in transition, good luck, especially when they're healthy and Luka's in the lineup. It's so tough to guard them. All right, another good play here as Kyrie drives into the lane. The attention that he brings here from the top, the blitz from the top by Kevin Porter. You'll notice something about these teams, man. They all like to ball watch. They all like to understand who has the ball and what they're doing instead of guarding their own guys, right? And again, right, when you have a guy like Kyrie Irving, you're going to be able to draw that attention. But since he kind of blitzes from the top, he never really garners that attention back to his man. Derek Lively kicks it out to Grimes, who gets a poor closeout from Kevin Porter and gets a wide open three. He had a great game, by the way. I believe Quentin Grimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, was 7 of 8 from the field and had 20 points. Quentin Grimes, man, he really showed something this game. All right, here's one of my favorite plays of the game as well. We're going to get a screen that turns into a dribble handoff or a DHO, whatever you want to call it, from Kyrie and Daniel Gafford. After Gafford hands off this ball, we're going to get into a late roll to the basket, all right? And again, whenever you get these high pick and rolls, it puts the center, right, Zubac, in a really tough situation, right? So boom, we drive, we get our guy in jail once again. He's now behind Kyrie Irving. There's no getting out of this right now. And as Kyrie gets to the paint, he's going to look up at the basket. He's going to act like he's taking a little shot, and he's going to force Zubac to kind of overcommit. As Daniel Gafford continues to roll, he's going to dump it down last second and get a wide open dunk. Absolutely demoralizing if you are the LA Clippers. In the Luka list, Dallas Mavericks, with a Kyrie Irving having a poor shooting night of 6 of 29 or 6 of 25, 15 points. They still end up winning. Derek Lively at 11. PJ Washington shot poorly, 4 of 11, but at 10 points. And Kyrie 15. Dinwiddie 15. Klay Thompson had 16. Quentin Grimes had 20. Gafford had 13. Najee Marshall had 12. So 8 guys in double figures last night. I'm telling you, man, when you have guys who can score the ball and a lot of guys who can add versatility, you're a good team. And man, we saw it last night. This team, do not sleep on the Dallas Mavericks. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.